What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Alan Spidey, back with another video again. This time I want to change it up a little bit. Instead of doing a review, I'm going to do more of a top 5. And I'm not going to be reviewing any wrestling props or any of that this time. This time I want to talk about, well, as you can see, forgot to mention I'm also the best cat dad ever. This t-shirt represents 3 of my 4 cats. My cat Goose, my cat Miyagi, and my cat Harley, who we also call Quinn. And what I want to talk about today is obviously cats. The best cats in movies. And once again, these are my top 5 choices, with the possibility of some honorable mentions. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Mr. Bigglesworth, the pet cat, Persian cat of Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers franchise. Now, when we first see this cat, he's got all of his fur until he gets frozen. He loses all of his fur. He is now a shaved cat, I guess you can call it. And when Mr. Evil's mad, Mr. Bigglesworth is mad. However, the shaved look of the cat takes away nothing. In fact, it kind of makes him stand out. And it also goes with the fact that Dr. Evil has a shaved head. Now, what I really like about this cat here is just that he's always at Dr. Evil's side. And like I said, when you make Dr. Evil mad, you make Mr. Bigglesworth mad. But what else I like about Mr. Bigglesworth, there is actually a mini Mr. Bigglesworth that appears when we get introduced to Mini-Me in the Austin Powers sequel. And this is a kitten, shaved kitten, no fur. Basically a baby version of Mr. Bigglesworth. And there's one simple line of, "We don't gnaw on our kitty," that has stuck with my head for a long time. So that is why Mr. Bigglesworth makes this list. On to the next one. Church from Pet Sematary. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. How can this cat be one of your favorites when it is indeed creepy? Let me explain. Church is a cute cat, but yes, he is creepy. However, he also serves as more of a narrative of the story. And I'm a fan of horror movies. So when you balance out the cuteness with horror, you're going to make the list because it's the perfect balance. And the only reason that Church is evil is because he actually gets killed in this film, and then he's buried with Evil's soul. And in this film, when that happens, you don't exactly come back as the nicest. So I'm kind of ranking this more of how Church was in his original state. Although, when you've got that balance of cute/creepy in a horror flick, I'm all for it. So that's why I got to put Church on this list. Let's move on. Jonesy. This is Ripley's pet cat throughout the movie Alien. And Jonesy actually teaches the humans some very valuable lessons throughout this film. My favorite thing about this is that he survives that alien attack along with Ripley. In fact, these are only 2 survivors. And when you have an animal that stands out like that in the film, you're going to be up there as like the top stars. And in my book, that puts you on this list. So I got to give props to Jonesy. And also, Ripley was a very likable character. And when you have likable characters surviving with their pets, it just says something. So Jonesy, and actually, I think Jonesy was, back when I was growing up, I was not the biggest fan of cats, but I remember seeing this film and kind of putting a little bit of, are cats really that bad, in my mind. So this is why I got to put Jonesy on the list as well. Frodo makes this list because he is in fact a therapy cat, more of a support cat for a cancer patient, which is our main character in the film. But in my opinion, Frodo is the one who steals the movie, although our main character is very likable. It's the entire story progression and the fact that we follow the main character. There's another male character in the movie, a main character, and the cat, Frodo. The entire time I was watching this film, I was always like, where's the cat? That cat better be alive. And spoiler alert, the cat indeed is one of the survivors. We get a nice little scene where the cat is eating pizza. And, with this movie being called A Quiet Place, it makes perfect sense. Cats tend to actually be quiet animals when they're around prey. So it's actually, a lot of this movie is believable. There are some questionable spots in here where it's like, would that really be the case? But I mean, we follow this cute cat throughout this whole movie. And the only thing I'm thinking the whole time we're watching this movie is, please don't let this cat die. Please don't let this cat die. And no, this cat actually serves as like more of a symbol of hope and peace. And he is extremely likable in this film. In fact, this cat is my favorite character in the entire movie. So I got to give big thumbs up to Frodo. And this made the movie very enjoyable for me. So Frodo not only has a place on this list, he has a place in my heart. Let's move on. Before we get to the number one pick, here's a couple of honorable mentions. General from the movie Cat's Eye. Why does General make this list? This cat is the reason I started accepting cats as friendly animals. I used to be terrified of cats when I was a child. I remember seeing this movie when I was about, I don't think I saw it until I was maybe 14 or 15 years old, but this is when I started to grow more of a soft spot for cats. Now, General, we follow this cat throughout the entire movie. And by the time this film wraps up, we actually see that there is a troll-like creature going after a little girl in this film, actually living like in the wall of her bedroom. And we constantly see General peeking through the window and attempting to get into the house to save this little girl. The little girl tries to let the parents know what's going on, that there is a creature living in the wall. Then, of course, the parents don't believe her. And by the time we get to the final scene of the movie, General actually goes through hell to save this child, and he succeeds. Not only that, he leaves evidence that the child was actually telling the truth about the troll in the wall, which makes the mom agree to accept General into the house as the family cat. Now, here's the thing. We get a final scene in the movie where General walks up to the little girl's bedroom and see this troll character that was living in the little girl's wall. The word is that this troll will climb like on top of you, get into your face, and suck your soul from out of your mouth, from right up under your breath. And we see this done in the movie until General saves the little girl. Now, when we see this final scene, General gets nose to nose with the little girl. She's sleeping, and I'm kind of thinking, So is General gonna take the little girl's soul? And we get a very, very, very slow build. And what happens here steals my heart. He gets nose to nose with the child, and right when we think he's going to suck the soul out of her, no. He licks her in the face 3 times, which wakes her up. And you see a very slow smile from the little girl, and she says to the cat, "Hi." And she gives him a hug, and we roll to the credits. That is a scene that I live out just about every day with my own cats. And this is why I'm putting General as the best cat from a movie. Do you guys agree with my list? Who would you put as your top 5 cats in movies? If you like this video, give me a like and please subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video.
I said, when we leave, look, something like, when we leave, look in that teapot, you know? And he was like, don't do it. And, you know, an hour later, we left. We slipped some money in the teapot.
Best cat dad in the world. Isn't that right, Jade? Yagi.